Ladies and gents, welcome to Club Dubbo for the 24-25 Junior Inter-Region Championship, the seven-a-side. We're coming to you, of course, live from Club Dubbo. We're opening up with the Central Coast versus Hunter pairs clash. Seven-a-side involves a side of 7 players from each of the regions playing a singles match, a pairs match and a fours match. Each discipline has its own medals awarded at the end of the championship, and the performance across the 3 disciplines adds up to determine the champion region based on their finishing. So our first bowl up from Hunter, Joshua Doherty. Jake Beard now on the mat for Central Coast. We're very pleased to be here at Club Dubbo for this event. Club Dubbo and the West Dubbo Roos, great supporters of the Junior Seven-a-side and of bowls in New South Wales. And of course, we look forward to being back out here in Dubbo next year for the TAB State Championships. Well, good correction from Josh Doherty. It's up to Jack High. 3 bowl pairs. 18 ends to be played. 3 sectional matches. We have 14 sides competing. We have 3 sections. Section of 6, 2 sections of 4. First in each section will progress through to tomorrow's morning's semi-finals, plus the best performed second team from a section will go through. The rest will play off for places right down to 14th, all contributing towards the champion region award based on their ranking after the round robin today. Because players enjoyed coaching session yesterday afternoon here at Club Dubbo with our junior committee and a few former superstars, current stars involved, spearheaded by Michael Wilkes. Of course, played hundreds of matches for Australia. Current BA Pathways coach. Current All Abilities Jackaroo, James Reynolds. Skippers now on their way down to play. Xander Weber on the mat for Hunter. It's going to be a little runny. Greenkeeper here, Darren. His team have done a spectacular job on these greens once again. Tip-top condition. Perhaps a little bit cool here to start the day in Dubbo. Glorious sunny day, very little wind. Brayden. Tate just a little bit through. Just a little overcorrected from... Yep. Currently 6.1 degrees in Dubbo. Feels a little bit cooler than that, but very pleasant out in the sun. Just going to slide through the gate. Hunter holding 1. judging by his teammates' reaction, has just not quite got the speed, but I reckon that one will count. Little toucher. Watch that last bowl on replay. Little touch, gets it through. I'd say that'll be a couple. And Brayden Tate likes the look of this one. He wants the jack. Got it right back to his own bowl. Toucher goes in the ditch. Taken out one. Gonna go for the tape. I think it was just the one. Slightly shorter length rolled. Well, it was 2 to Central Coast. Because all our matches this weekend are being live scored through the Bowls Link scoring app. So if you do jump on the Bowls Link scores, the public portal for Bowls New South Wales, Junior Inter-Region, click on the live button, you will be able to see scores from all the matches. Just select your match you're looking at. Scoreboards will appear. Select your pairs, singles or fours discipline. Click the live button at the top of the page. You will get scores from those matches. Good start from Hunter, holding a couple. Jake Beard wants this one to get some contact, and he's got the back bowl. Stayed for, I think that one will be second shot. Josh Doherty just needs to draw in again. Get in between the jack and that bowl. Plenty of width on that one. Might be just a tad wide. Oh, it's just a bit runny. So you're going to come back quite nicely. Just a couple of metres extra weight. Got a little push on that. Good home in behind the jack. Jacket's coming off on many of the players now out in the sun. Quite good conditions to play. Some of the parents rather rugged up though. Brayden Tate, backhand. Just looking to draw a shot. If he gets a toucher, is a good result for him. He's just going to be a little quick. Xander Weber. Also playing that side of the green. He'd be looking to draw. Count and cover. Wants to come back to the centre line between the jack and the closest hunter bowl. Jake's opted to play the other hand. He's looking for the shot bowl. Going to be pretty close. He's sat it enough to get shot. Might have even made a couple. That's not too bad a reply from Xander. Trail the jack back to his own. Might have made a couple. Oh, couple down. Xander Weber produces this. Gives it every chance. Collects the jack. Just the right combination to get it back to his own bowl. Brayden Tate, maybe a couple down again. Fairly tight line. Will it come back with his speed's the big question. It will. Very close. Got the hole. Rather unlucky. See that one there? It was looking like he was going to get a good result. Just picked the gap. The last bowl of the head. Xander Weber. Chance to add another. He's had a good look to see what his best option is. He's going to stick with his forehand side. Just wants to make sure that he's underneath his opponent's bowl there. Just been a little too tight, making sure by the looks of that. I think it was a 2, but we'll see on the live score in just a moment. Joshua Doherty, good weight to start with. Finishes just short of jack high. Sorry, that's, yep, Jake Beard. This is Josh Doherty, Central Coast. Brayden Tate's got a little bit of interest in this one. It's going to come back enough to get shot. Good start from the leads. Nice weight. Giving their bowls a chance. Joshua Doherty now. Got a slightly tighter line on this, which he did need. If he's got the same weight, this is going to be pretty close. Just going to fall a fraction short. Still 1 to Central Coast. Was 1 to Hunter. So if you do click on your individual game that you're interested in, give you end by end scoring. Most recent end will be on the top of the list. Little toucher there. Joshua Doherty. Jake Beard still following down on that backhand side. There's a nice draw in there. Zone bowl still jack high. He'll split his own bowl in the jack. He'll be well on the way to getting shot. And great bowling here. Oh, it's just going to pull up. See those last couple of bowls again. First off, it's Joshua Doherty draws a toucher, pretty close to shot. Just falls short, back live. Xander Webber's first bowl, just a bit short. Now up to Brayden Tate. It's good grass. He's just slightly overplayed it. Not too bad though. Out of just giving your bowl that chance. Xander Webber. Nice little draw down to beat his own bowl at the back. He's a little quick with this one too. He's matched Brayden's bowl. We've already seen Brayden not afraid to play the attacking shot. Just collects the front and runs out. Looking for a nice little comfortable backhand draw through the gate, slightly under the line. No back door open here. He hasn't got the weight to come in for shot, so. Try the other one. Yep, that one's on. Welcome, Nick. Nick Hine jumping in as well.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, viewers.
You're nice and loud. I might just turn you down a little bit.
It's a beautiful day. Beautiful start to Inter-Region 7-a-side.
Just a bit cool this morning, but certainly out in the sun, moving around. Nice and pleasant.
I've been out there conversing with the players. You see a bit of aggression here.
Brayden Tate looking for the shot bowl. It's just got the short one.
The players seem to be enjoying themselves. It's a beautiful day, beautiful conditions. The greens here are looking absolutely superb.
Darren and his team, they've done a great job, as usual. Takes a great deal of pride in his greens, does Darren Connolly, and it shows. Hunter there. Signal's a bit quick, I missed it, so in just a moment our online score update, we'll update our main scoreboard.
And if you roll the ticker, Andrew,
I can do that too.
We'll see the scores from every match.
There we go. It's just got that nice little delay to make you think you haven't done it. So, if you have just joined us, yes, 7 aside. Does mean there's a singles player, pairs team, a fours team. They are playing, in essence, 3 separate competitions. The medals up for grabs in each of the disciplines. But our champion region is calculated based on points scored for your position, 1 to 14, in each of the 3 disciplines.
One shot was all it was last, Andrew, so...
1 to Hunter, 2-2-2. 2-2-3, actually. You've got one good bowl there. It's sitting in the shadow. It's a bit hard to see.
Yeah, Jake Beard parking one right behind the shot bowl there. Great start. Can you hear me in your cans? Because I can't hear me in my cans. Brayden Tate was just urging that one to get down another metre.
Slight technical issue. Nick can't hear himself. So I'm going to turn him off, turn the other ones on, see if that works. That one's definitely on. I can hear it rattling.
That's better, Andrew. I can hear you. I still can't hear me, though.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, bad luck then.
I'm not fiddling with the sound system too much. I've got audio coming through our broadcast. That's what matters.
So 2 all early here. And...
Well, I've just been told that Central Coast is playing the opposite of Woodrow, what they've been nominated as. So it's actually Brayden lead and Jake skip. Just to confuse us, mate. Just to confuse us.
That's all right. Not the first time we've been confused, Andrew, and not the first time perhaps this weekend, but nothing that we can't update. So it's Brayden Tate now doing the damage up front, and Jake Beard, opportunity to add on here. We're going to reach down, land that second shot bowl that's just in the shadows. We mightn't even need to do that, Andrew. That's going to be 2 to the Central Coast, and well, Xander Weber might fancy his chances running into that. See on the inset there. He's going to play backhand with firm reaching weight. Just needs that to hold.
Just going to go underneath.
You can see the plan though, little trickle, spill the jack out to the back of the rink, land either of those two shot bowls. Gave himself a few ways to win there.
Oh, he's got another attempt as well, so... Well, you just played a really good one on that hand.
Yeah.
Don't fatten the target's probably a fairly wise option though. Where's the jack going to go might be your second consideration.
Well, yeah, can certainly afford to be a little bit wide and a little bit past. On this hand, he'll want to get in the way now. You can see Xander's head went down a little bit there. It might have blocked the line on the weight that he wanted to play. Feel as though he's going to go a bit quicker here.
Well, I think there will be an attack here. He's 2 down. It's very hard to draw anyone closer. Perhaps, though, you need to consider what's the worst that can happen. Is it going to be likely to give away more if you get something a little bit of a sour result?
Well,
but I think he's just been a little gentle with that one as well.
Yeah, straight away you could see he didn't quite have the line that he wanted for that weight, or equally the weight that he wanted for that line.
One of them.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Andrew. You've got to go pretty bullish at that. Hit it.
Well, I didn't mind his weight. It's just slightly under the line. The weight with that, if he could have got them both. And he's probably trying to make sure the jack spilled out to the right of screen. A bit hard to tell who's who in that shadow, unfortunately, with time of the year, position of the sun. Doesn't matter which way we play it, you're going to be facing some sort of shadow issue at this time of the morning. Should be good by about 10:30.
Well, this looks better here from Jake Beard. He gets down to that third wood. Well,
2 shots, Central Coast.
So it is the Central Coast, and matches progressing all around the club here. 3 full greens. And early doors, there's some really good games underway. Andrew might be able to bring up the ticker for us again, and we'll see what they are. You can, of course, download the Bowls Now app, or head to the BowlsLink results portal. That's results.bowlslink.com.au. Click into the competition. You can click the live matches, and you'll see all our games that are currently underway.
Hopefully, that'll come up in a few seconds.
So the Cameron sisters out to a big lead there early. Timmy Thorning in front of Harry Conroy. Rematch of the singles final, of course, from the Junior Championships at Merimbula. Harry Conroy and Tim Thorning.
First round.
That was, yeah. Then first round they're playing again.
The joys of an open draw.
Yeah, well, there's no easy sections in this, but that's perhaps the one that you didn't want to be in. Tim Thorning, Harry Conroy, 2 very well-credentialed junior stars.
The other thing to consider for both of those players is that a very narrow loss might still hold them in good stead to be able to reach that medal playoff. Just with the structure, we do have 1 second-placed player or team that will get through to the medal playoffs. So every match is live with the potential to affect the overall result. And you also want to try and make sure for your region's performance that you want to get, if you're not going to finish into that medal playoff, you want to finish into the second bracket. More points for your region to contribute towards, well, potentially champion region.
Yeah, so, am I correct in saying, Andrew, Illawarra, the defending champion region?
Yeah, I think so.
So, bit of a new look lineup for the Illawarra at this event. There's a few new faces there, and as we see, well, a few new faces across the green. Great to see so many juniors who are reaching these levels. A turnover, over 100 juniors here across the weekend. You see Jake Beard's face there, he's saying, come on. Just disappointed himself, I think.
Well, we know Xander Weber can play a bowl under pressure because we did see it in our state junior pairs championship a couple of years ago.
2 seasons ago, yes, at Warilla.
Played an absolute belter on the last bowl of the game to play a huge conversion and give himself and his little mate gold medal. And wasn't Cooper a little bit excited about it? Which you love to see.
Understandable too.
Just going to slide through with that one. And a big thanks to all of our volunteers here at Club Dubbo. There's a heap of them involved, and a few of them out there marking, and they've all downloaded the scoring app and had a lesson with Nick to how to use it. Only a really quick lesson you need on that one too. It's not that challenging.
It was very pleasing. Yes, the enthusiasm this club's showing to be one of the leaders in the sport and the leaders in technology. Their markers were more than happy to get involved with it.
And Ros got the gold star because she'd already worked it all out.
Yeah. They've been very, very good. And I'm so pleased that we've been able to bring you live scores across all the matches, so you can follow along all your favourite players, follow your region.
Even click on the game, you'll get an end-by-end account of what they've done. One to Hunter. I might wait just to make sure that is what's entered. Just to make sure I did see one finger, not 2 or 3. Brayden rolls the jack to start our 6th end. See the fellas on their phones. No, they're not playing the latest game. They are, in fact, entering the score.
There's a few who I've been concerned about, though. They might be, Chanel Shakouch might be making TikToks on her rink. But she's very focused this morning.
Well, it's probably not something I should say, being involved in some of the things I am, but I'm not really worried about someone being on their phone while they're playing bowls against me. If they're not distracted by it and it doesn't disturb me or disturb anybody else that don't slow the game down, it doesn't really matter. So that may be a point for the future, though. The current rules are you can only have your phone on the green to use the scoring app. You can approach the controlling body and say, hey, look, I need my phone if you're an emergency worker or you have a genuine emergency reason. You're on call, your local SES or fire. If your partner's about to give birth and you might get called away, then fair enough.
Dogs jump through a window.
Look, you have it on silent and you answer it away from the game and don't disturb anyone. No problems.
These players, and you can see how quickly they're adapting to the change, Andrew, and what we've seen with a few of the games. I was watching Cooper Dart up against Sam Rich, and they were putting their phone down behind the mat with their bowls, and then at the end they were picking it up and putting it back in their pocket, walk down to the other end. So they've got a routine now, very quickly, these players, which is working for them and makes it comfortable to be using this innovation in digital scoring.
Yeah, look, and we've been using it for the Platinum Pennant for a couple of seasons now, and a few of the players still say, I'm not quite used to having the phone in my pocket while I play, but getting around it, getting used to it. But the feedback is they love being able to watch the scores from the other games. When it gets down to the nitty-gritty, they look like they're going to pick up 2 points only or 6 points. So if we want to stay ahead of them, we've got to get more points than they do. A little bit scattered this head.
Yeah, we've seen some good tight heads to start the match, but
not this one.
Perhaps there's probably a suggestion that the green might be starting to pick up a little bit of pace. The cool of the morning is...
Well, there was a little bit of dew around this morning, and it was amazing how much shavings and dust had been picked up by the rollers. The boys were out cleaning them off when we arrived, and I was actually amazed by how much came out of it. I don't think the mower went over the greens this morning. I don't think it would have picked up that much cuttings.
Clear out here for Xander, and he's pretty good, but he's just going to crash. You can see he's pretty expressive. He's standing there, he's staring at that bowl saying, why did you run into that thing? I'll trot back. Have another crack here. But 8 degrees is the current...
has warmed up.
It's the current temperature, but it's a very comfortable 8 degrees. Barely a breath of wind. So Jake Beard wants this one to hang on.
Great ball,
Jake.
Jake.
Hang on for the jack. Very good.
Well, at least Inson's in his shorts, mate.
He told me he didn't bring long strides, though. Neither did Michael Wilkes.
And again, he just come from Orange, where on my trip up, it was a lot more bleak in Orange than it was here. Lisa, the same thing on his trip. It was about 3 degrees when I went through Orange.
Jake's out on a much wider line here.
A little safe. I think he's given this a little push too.
Well, parking around the back in the shade there, that's going to be all right. He's probably counting. And the pressure's on Xander Weber here.
Well, these are the ends where you just need to get one close and limit the damage.
He's tossed that one out too, but going to come down to his speed here.
If you drop a count where the opponents have played 3 or 4 good bowls and got them really close, then it's a bit easier to take than if they pick up a 4 or 5 and you haven't got one within cooey.
Well, Jake Beard's having a look at this. That might well be second shot the last bowl from Xander.
How many would it be worth is the good question.
But that's exactly what they're talking about. There's a bit of a discussion here for the Central Coast. Do they go and look to play out? Oh. So just to the left of the number 7 there is the Xander Weber bowl. And it might be holding Central Coast out of a couple.
Oh, I think Xander thought he had this when he left his hand, and he has. He's got it dead square. Just saw Xander in the background, just grimace a little as that one left the hand. I think that was 3.
Yeah, he knew what the plan was, and plan executed beautifully. So the boys will put the scores in. We see the replay. Bang.
And that is where you really do need to get one close, more than one. You don't want to give your opponents a chance to hurt you.
Yeah, so good collect there for the Central Coast.
Was it 3? Yes.
So
it was
7-3 after 6 ends. And I think important here.
Oh, was it 3? Yes, there it is.
Yep. Important here for Josh Doherty. Really needs to apply a bit more pressure, give Xander Weber a chance to be adding to counts rather than cutting down. Well, Brayden Tate, this is a good correction, Andrew.
It's a good bowl.
Well, importantly there for Josh, he's got in behind. Oh, you can see there for Brayden, he didn't like that one. He scooped it out of the hand. And hands are on head at the back of the ring. That's one he'd like to have his time over, I'd say, Andrew.
More than likely.
He's going to finish under the line here, Josh, but weight was good. Now Jake's looking to add on and probably protect it a little bit here. And made 2. Xander's on a tight line once again. Want to run into something. He might get a bit fortunate here. Well, he has. Jake Beard get a couple of wins here, just under the line. But he's turned that bowl into a pretty good catching position there, Andrew. Little front noser on that jack. Could make a 3.
Just going to be under the line here, I feel.
Yeah, Xander's been missing tight on a few on that backhand now.
Well, he tried to play the little swinging shot a few times and been a little tight. It just tells me he's probably just not thinking it's going to turn as much as it is, or he's just hasn't quite got hold of that grass line yet. Or might be just trying to steer it a little. I think when you're playing that swinging type of weight, 2 yards of weight, you need to get in your mind that you're actually trying to play a draw shot through where the arc comes through your target. So you pick where you're going to finish and then plot the line back. Very simple to say. Good home.
Well, for Xander, there may be an argument to come on the other hand now. Play the left-handed forehand. I'm just trying to draw a side toucher. He's going to persevere though. He's got that out.
Better grass, yes.
Much better line.
Really just wants to sit that side bowl. Slightly wide for his pace. Just the one, was it?
It was one somewhere, but
Well, the Central Coast guys are going for the mat, so I think it was one Central Coast.
it must have been. There you go. So it was unclear signalling from Brayden Tate. It was one up or one down. We didn't quite know, but clearly they've got the mat. Lee Siggins laughing at me, but he signalled like this, Lee.
No, it's typical.
Like a goal umpire signalling a behind. That was about the action that was given there from Brayden Tate.
Goal umper behind. What is this game you're talking about? Does that exist north of the Victorian border?
Well,
What a start. Great goal.
boys have confirmed. So 8-3, nearly halfway here. Not time to get too concerned, but you do feel that the lead bowls of Brayden Tate have been very influential.
He's just got the better of the battle, I think, so far anyway. Chance now for Joshua Doherty to try and load that head up and give Xander a chance to make a few conversions.
Well, almost second prize there. Respot rule in play, of course. So, Jack going out of bounds. We'll see respotted on the 2 metre mark.
Jack in motion that passes outside the boundary lines. Rebounds to a distance of less than
14.
18 metres.
18?
18 metres for the Jack.
Oh, 18, yes, sorry, yes. 18
Or
for the Jack.
passes over the face of the bank. Basically, you put it out of bounds or bang it too far up the green. It's not a dead end. We respot the Jack and play continues. And the Jack is placed at the tee. One respot place. Oh, a broken Jack. Yes, Lee. There has to be a smarty in the background there. We're not encouraging that sort of thing. No violence, mate.
Where am I thinking of 14 metres, Andrew? That's the distance the bowler has to travel, isn't it? To be
Bowl needs
legal.
to travel 14 metres when measured as the distance from the mat line. All measurements taken from the centre of the mat. Well, Lee's just said a few of his skips hoped that it was more like 10 metres because poor old fella got tired towards the end of the day and couldn't get up. Or at the beginning of the day, before he'd been fueled up. show me someone who's never been guilty of playing a game of short bowls, and I'll show you someone who's never played bowls. We've all had the day where no matter what you do, you just can't get it right.
Oh. One bloke comes to mind, Andrew. We were talking about him last night, George Jackson. The great George Jackson from Dubbo.
You don't think he might have played any short bowls at all?
I don't think he's played a short bowl in his life. I'll get back to this one, because it's Xander Weber. He's gone in, well...
It's gone to his opponent, though.
Kicked the jack out the wrong way.
Some days are just not yours.
Well, there might be on the other angle there a good shot of whether that's locked in or not, Andrew. Hard to see from our position. But he's kicked it almost directly. It's in front of the blue and green. And Brayden Tate's calling for cover on the tee here. So that tells me that he thinks a kill is the most likely option. The question is, though, which one's second shot? Because if it's the one at the back there for Hunter, you can't really go crazy at this in case he takes his own out.
Well, didn't.
Only just.
Swish straight through. I am liking our ability to have that little inset with the jack.
Yes, trust our viewers are enjoying that too. Wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. Andrew Lynn, Nick Hind here with you at Club Dubbo. Round one of the junior interregion. You're watching the pairs. And you're watching Jake Beard look to add on here. Brayden's having a good look at that to see if that's going to be a counter. As is Josh Doherty, whose signal of favour was that it was 3 down. Xander's going to back himself with pace here. And he's missed the other side.
Well, it's the 1-2 Central Coast. Now look at another one. 2 taken out.
Yeah, well, this is. I thought the signal from Josh was 3, and 3 it is.
Very quick signal.
So that's a commanding lead here for Central Coast. They lead 11 shots to 3 over Hunter Valley.
I'll press the 3 button and hope that was actually 3.
Don't you trust me, Andrew?
I don't trust the players, mate. Been burnt too many times.
Well, I'm going to go to the Bowls Now app and look at the live scoring. And it's 11 to 3.
There we go. That's good. You got it right.
Broken clock's right twice a day still, Andrew.
No, look, during the pennants, there was plenty of times where one of the teams would flip over the end and then they'd measure and go along and then they'd forget to put the score up. So you'd look up and go, oh, hang on a minute, it's 10 ends played, it's 9-6. Then they'd come up and somebody would flip it over without turning the end over and make it 10-6. And you'd think, oh, okay. Just makes maintaining our little cute scoreboard here a bit challenging sometimes.
Next phase we'll get the direct feed from the players to be our scoreboard, Andrew, but we'll get there in due course. I've had, of course, the great one where the scoreboard says it's 5-4 after 10 ends. And I said, that can't be.
What can be?
It can't be likely.
Got caught as the umpire in a match one day and did the measure. Gave my determination, looked up, and they turned the ends over, and it was actually 6-5 after 12. Because I, as the umpire, just ruled a tied end. The calipers out, could not split the two bowls.
Yeah. A couple of better ones there from Josh. He's found a bit of range. I've been dudded in a three-way toucher, Andrew. We had 2 touches to the opposition's 1. That doesn't mean anything, apparently.
No, the laws of the sport say that you get 1 shot for every one of yours that is closer than your opponent's nearest. And a tie is not closer. You had 2 touches in the end. That's why you remembered, is it?
My team, Andrew, had 2 touches to the opposition's 1. I don't think I got anything close.
Well, I do remember one day I drew 3 touches out of 4 bowls and dropped an 8.
You shouldn't be driving.
No, I drew 3 touches and my opponent was good enough to just sit them back every time. And the last one I tipped this 8th one in. Trying to draw the saver. 1 bowl wide. Had nothing to do. Luckily it wasn't a championship.
There's always hard luck stories in bowls, isn't there?
I do remember that one because I reckon I played 3 good bowls and 1 not too bad. It was bad enough to give them another, but yeah, well. Some days, no matter how good you are, you're not good enough.
Well, we'll see how good Xander Weber is here as he goes racing off the mat.
Press the button harder, mate. Yeah.
Chance to add on. He just missed his line there. And still a good guide for Jake Beard. Well, he doesn't like that one, you can see straight away. No.
His weight wasn't too bad at all. Just probably a little bit excited to get it into that head and just not quite trusted it to come back.
Well, this is a good high line here from Xander. He wants to get all the way down to this jack. That's going to be in the argument for second shot. 2 down is the signal.
Well, Jake's more interested in this one. Wants Jack after bowl.
Well, he's got it too.
That's his mate's bowls he's turned it to. I think he's turned probably 2 down into 3 up.
Very likely. And as I look out the window in front of us, there's not much on here for Xander Weber. Most everything is covered by Central Coast bowls, so this is going to take something special if he's going to turn this head over. It's attack. It's Jack. It's pinged. Oh, wow.
Might have got rid of 1.
Yeah, favourite's only 2 now. And Lady Luck is a fortune. He got a big piece of the Jack there, but it was a great catch. Well, probably a charge down, really, from Brayden Tate's bowl. Have a look at this. He loads up. Quick. Edge of Jack.
Ping. Well, some days are diamonds. Today, so far, not for Xander Weber. 13-3 down, still 9 ends to go. So you're only halfway through. You've got to just say, all right, let's claw our way back to this.
Yeah, get the mat back and then win two in a row. That's
the other thing is 9 ones is 13-12.
yeah.
So you back yourself to just get a couple of ones to close that gap a little bit, build your momentum. Seen plenty of games turned around from worse situations.
Yeah, and important that Josh Doherty, what he's done the last couple of events is he's got more bowls in the head. And Brayden Tate's been very good, but if Josh can just match him for a little while.
I think the important thing is Xander Webb's got to remember he actually hit that jack.
He played a good bowl, yes.
I went
absolutely.
for the jack. I hit the jack. Once I've hit it, it's out of my control. Okay, it didn't quite work out to be shot, but you know what? I hit it. That means I've actually got it around on the right line, right weight, right combination. That means the next time I can hit it, I might get the result. It's like if you manage to shave your target, go through a little tiny hole, you say, you know what, I was damn close, I nearly played it. Take that positive note, and then your approach is more positive. Because if you are going, oh, geez, everything's going wrong, it'll keep going wrong.
Very hard, and it was good. Interesting yesterday. We had a session. The juniors had a session where they had presentation from James Reynolds and Carl Healy, and talking about positive body language and what you can do to make contributions, even when things aren't necessarily going your way. And that was absolutely one of them. You know, play positive, look positive, have positive body language on the green. And listen to some of the coaches out there this morning. They were, how do you contribute to this side? Well, that's one way that you can do things. Doesn't matter what the bowls are doing, but you can be making a contribution where your team can benefit.
You play cranky, doesn't affect your opposition, only affects you.
So, Jake Beard. He's going to look to beat the blue bowl, sit the blue bowl.
Very well played.
And Skip's drawing competition here.
Well, important for Xander here, try and build this up a bit more. Little touch is not going to be too bad for him, so got to be positive. That's not too bad at all, but at least with that one, he's saying to Brayden, you need to be careful of my bowl on the way in, maybe change hands, give you something else to think about. Xander's next one's got to arrive. I think he's even got to try and sit the shot bowl. Just not big weight. You're just trying to arrive, get another one in that head, but if you have to sit it as good.
Well, what he has done is he's forced a change of hand from Jake Beard, and touch of the jack, well...
Good bowl.
It's a good bowl. A bit more of the jack it might not have been, but he's played it nicely.
Just the one down. Well, see, Xander's problem now is the short bowls in the track on that other hand.
There's forehand here for the left-handed Xander Weber. That's where he's looking, probably to go under the black bowl at the front, get down to the jack and trail it back. He might be able to sit the shot. He might be able to sit the last bowl of Jake Beard. Something like this, Andrew. Well, just let go. And he's got a result. So,
could still be down. And very silly, he's put it in the shadow again.
I reckon our camera from the middle of the rink's going to give us a better picture then.
Oh, maybe.
Well, we can see where the jack is.
Yeah, not really sure who's got shot there.
And It's a good challenge here for the skips, though. Jake Beard, show us how good you are. Well, that'll be number 1. And he's left. Wouldn't be more than a metre to draw that.
Well, Jake, he's built on his lead's good performance.
Well, Xander's looking to bang something up here.
He's banged them all up. I think he was trying to get the shot bowl out.
Hard shot to play.
All he's done is give Jake... Well, Jake hasn't got any ammo left, so he hasn't given him anything. I think it's just the one to Central Coast.
One it is, yes.
Well, they just keep marching on.
Well, they're looking at a likely duo here. Brayden Tate and Jake Beard. And their Central Coast team, most of them just having a look in the fours there. They've got a lead as well. And pretty close in the singles. So Central Coast off to a very strong start here. Northwest off to a good start there too. The Camerons absolutely flying. Charlie and Ella in the pairs.
Well, Charlie and Ella have done really well in the open level. They featured at state championships finals. They also were down to the last 4 in the club champions, or last 8.
Prominent in the women's inter-region.
Yes.
And played some great bowls at the junior championships as well.
Charlie won the under-15 singles.
Won it easily too. You'll find, Andrew.
Convincingly.
Yeah. So, lots of exciting prospects out of the Northwest, and of course Tim Thorning.
Well, in that under-15 singles too, Charlie had to overcome our champion of champions singles runner-up, Annabelle Teague. So, rather exciting time. Perhaps another golden age for the junior girls. Because it wasn't that long ago, well, it doesn't seem that long ago, that our New South Wales under-18 girls team had a few people you may have heard of before. We had Jamie Lee Worsnop, Ellen Ryan, as she was then, and now Ellen Fife, Dawny Heyman, Sam Nerona, Natalie, well, she's now Natalie Nerona. So, pretty handy little team that was there.
Well, we saw the Bowls New South Wales media team. They put some great photos up yesterday of past years at this event. Some of the young stars who've grown into the true champions of our sport. Plenty of those names that you just mentioned, Andrew Lynn.
Oh, I do remember a very young, small girl coming in, and a few of us said, well, this is a quite young girl. She's going to go pretty well. Sarah Boddington, since then, has really stamped herself as one of those outstanding achievers. Remember a fresh-faced Aaron Tees playing for Northern Rivers.
Oh, the fresh-faced
Corey Wedlock.
Yes, there's another one from up that way.
Well, I didn't get a chance to play seven-a-side, mate. So Cam Curtis did not star in seven-a-side. Wasn't around then. And Xander's, he said it again. Can't take a trick at the moment.
The compilation of Xander's touches that have gone wrong. That one hasn't necessarily gone wrong for him, though, to be fair. I mean, he's parked it out in the open. But Jake Beard continues to apply significant pressure.
Oh, he's got this. This has got to hold on for him, and it's just not going to.
Well, you can
Couple
see,
down.
yeah, you can see that tough one he played with a firm weight. The other hand, his first bowl, and then couldn't quite find the draw weight on the next endeavour.
Well, just a reminder that the rookies pairs qualifying entries now open. And don't worry if you're a rookie who doesn't know anyone. If you're in the singles, you can try and team up in the singles because the entries are open until after the singles are played. And if you are one of the people who put your entry in for the singles, we are working towards getting those draws out. There's just a few people to sort through to put into places.
How many was it? 720?
20.
720 in the end for rookie singles. So another record.
Well, I'm thinking we have the record number of entries for any New South Wales event. I cannot remember more. Not the record number of players. I think that'd go to our state carnival. We had over 1,000 women playing in that, but 200 and however many entries it was.
262 teams, wasn't it, in the end? Something like that?
19 sections or something like that, yes.
So the Central Coast continue to power on. Xander just missing a little bit firm, and well, you can see they've got a plan here, Central Coast. The mat's been going up the line.
Pretty much
Fair
exactly
way.
the same place.
Yeah.
So how many was that? 2 or 3? Let's have a look. Hasn't quite gone onto my system yet. There we go. Well, it was actually more than that. It was 4. So it's gone to 18. Well, a test now for Xander Weber. The game's probably gone. It's probably how you got to remember you're part of a 3-game series here, and you're looking to finish in that second bracket, if not the top still. Still got a chance. You want to really close this gap down so that you can try and win your next couple comfortably and push yourself as high up in the playoffs as you can. Might be the difference between your team, your side, getting an overall medal or not. Always want to just try and think, get my ranking up.
Well, a few final results are in the singles already. Jack Barclay's had a dominant performance over Zane West, 21-7. He's got the win there. They'll start rolling through, but you can go download the Bowls Now app or head to the BowlsLink results portal. That's results.bowlslink.com.au. Tim Thorning is on the precipice there as well. But some good tight tussles. I was just having a look here. Riley Flynn and Josh Potts of 14 all. Toby Penny from the ACT, 16-15 over Josh Allman. And Sam Griffiths of the Central Coast trails Cooper Appleby by 2, 15 shots to 17. So Central Coast in a strong position here early.
Well, good thing for Hunter here is Joshua Doherty's got one really close, and that's forced the mistake from Brayden Tate. He's just pushed that one through. You just got to keep putting that pressure on and get him to play one or two bowls that probably aren't going to be in a position to count. You try and just pounce and take advantage. Good thing for Central Coast is they do have second shot at the moment.
And Jake Biddle, you see, didn't like that one.
He's just pushed it a little. I think he needs to a very confident draw line on that backhand side of the green. A little touch of that jack's okay, but really wants to load that head up a bit more so that Xander Weber doesn't do this. Well, he's just going to fade past it. Nice home. He was looking to sit and stay for 3.
4 it would have been, Andrew.
Yeah, I think he might have been a bit quick to stay, although there's nothing really close. That's what Brayden really needs to pay attention to. Don't make it easy for Xander to play whatever way he wants to get an easy 3 or 4.
Well, he pots this out. Could well be 4.
Just one bowl wide again.
And it's the same bowl. He's missed twice.
Yeah, well, he's just put a couple of feet on that because he's cracked onto the bowl that's on the tee. Good thing there is he's now 2 on the tee. Don't think that's what he's trying to do. Jake Bidd. That's a Brayden, sorry. I reckon he just needs to draw to beat that bowl on the right-hand side.
No, this is Jake Bidd. You've double confused yourself because you changed the scoreboard and then it was
my little notes down the bottom haven't changed. They're harder to change when they're on paper.
That's all right. So still 1, and the call from Josh Doherty there is it's still the same thing. But with 3 goes at it, you'd probably back him here.
Well, he's just pulled the weight off. Can he get a result?
Well, down the line's okay.
Well, that's probably just as good a result. I think he's made 2. Maybe 3 with the front one, I don't know.
Definitely 2 now, so 2 are out.
Well, you get the tape out, lads. No lie detector. Daylight's 3rd, but who's got 4th, 5th and 6th is a good question.
Yeah, Josh Doherty's surrendered. He said that black bowl of Brayden Tate is number 3. So 2 shots to Hunter. Now, important here. Let's try something different.
Wow.
And what's it going to be for something different?
Well, the mat's not much different than before. We're going to roll to the tee.
I don't mind this. We've seen, Xander's had some success in terms of, hitting the jack. He hasn't had success in terms of outcomes as yet, but he puts it down a bit closer to the pit. It might give him a chance to play with that, that real positive attitude. Look to run a few things into the ditch. Maybe find a big score somewhere.
So I'm a fan of saying, okay, if we're the ones peppering the jack, then playing to the tee with a respot in place is probably not a bad thing, because you're saying to your opponents, well, you have to rip every one of our bowl out if you're going to kill it, because if you kill it, it's just going back. But if you're getting out-bowled up the front, I reckon you're setting yourself up to be, you have to get it straight into the pit and not kill it. Can be a double-edged sword there. Do you remember playing a tournament and our opponents had a run? Respot rule in place. We're holding 4 before they run. And I thought, I hope you hit this. And they got the jack dead square, smashed into their bowl, their closest bowl, which was maybe 30 centimetres behind the tee. Ripped their bowl out. Jack went out of bounds. Jack went straight back where it was. We went from holding 4 to holding 7. So I think Nick's going out to troubleshoot. Whoop. I think someone might have pressed a button they're not supposed to. Good line. Just going to run a little past. Well, it's Central Coast holding again. Just going to run through the hole. Matches the Hunter bowls at the back, so not too bad a result. Ender's on his way down now. Wants to draw. Oh, it's just fading across. He's just under the line. Fraction more weight needed as well. Well pointed from Jake Beard. Just got a 30 centimetres or so, a little quick. Xander, he's also running on a little. Maybe this green is just picking up a little bit of pace as we go along. The sun shining down. There was a nice little dew this morning, so we've just taken the edge off the speed. Just trying to draw in, holding already. Just to beat the front one. Little slide would be good for him here. He's got the edge. That'll be the shot. So it's a multiple here to Central Coast. 1, 2. 4, I think it is. Just confirm exactly whether it was that 4 or 3. Do think that they signalled 4. Brayden Tate, forehand draw. Wants this just to swing a little harder. Not quite going as much as he wanted it to. Just going to slide past. Yep, 22-5, 13 played. 5 ends remaining. 17 shots the difference. They need 3.4 an end. 3 threes and 2 fours to get back to level. Tough ask with just 6 bowls in play. Joshua Doherty. He's missed long again. Beauty there is he has missed long. They've got 3 bowls past the jack. Here's 2 shots to Central Coast as this head stands at the moment. Jake Beard wants to sit in amongst those 3 bowls. Oh, that's a good smart home, that one. Just sits there, covers them up nicely. Xander Weber's jumped on the mat, played his bowl already. Before that, he could have gone for the glory trail and made 4. As it is, he's got a draw. Sits on the shot bowl, still 1 to Central Coast. I think Jake Beard's better off to switch over now. Follow Xander down. Draw a little toucher there is okay. He can make 2 or 3. Really just wants to get another one in that head. Get 2nd, 3rd shot at worst. Nice confident draw. There's no danger with good draw weight. Very well played. And really not a lot of option here for Xander Weber. He's just got to try and draw. Caught between trying to play a conversion and trying not to allow this lead to get even bigger. Oh, I think he's going to try and drag that jack back a metre or 2, or 2 metres. Got to be exact, or it gives Jake Beard a chance to draw a 3rd. Close to it. Well, he's got it. Poked it through the hole. He's holding 3 now, so it is a great bowl. Jake Beard. He's got to try and draw one in, cover this up. He'll just shut out the revolution if he can draw a shot here. It'll mean Xander Weber will have to attack to try and get rid of his bowl if he can draw it. Well, just needs to get around that one or underneath. Oh, he's fallen short, so chance here for Xander Weber to draw 4th shot. Really has to make this one count. Well, it was a brave conversion. He played it well. Now he's got a chance to add to the count to make 4 of those 17 shots he's got to try and make up in just 5 ends. Just has to get past that bowl, and, well, he's done it. That'll count. I'll start taking them out. I think it is 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, Hunter. We see the conversion shot from Xander Weber. He was at least 2 down. Well, he was 2 down. Decided to take it on, pushed the jack through, and then Brayden Tate left his just that bit short, so Xander had a chance to draw another, and he took that opportunity. Made 4. 22-9 now. So 4 ends to go, 13 the difference. Xander's going to have to produce the goods like that a few more times. That's a good ball. Joshua Doherty, he had a good opener, but Brayden Tate got just a little better. Brayden looking to add to his shot. Well, gets the edge of his own. Hasn't hurt at all. Now holding 2. Still holding 2, just wants to draw in. Little toucher here is not going to hurt them at all. So really, would love to draw a little toucher here and just hide that jack in behind their own bowls. Just gone through. Great home though. Mixed pairs, qualifying entries now open. Jump onto the link in this YouTube video description to enter. You need to be logged into Bowls Link under your personal account to access those entries. So if you have a club administrator profile, you can't do an entry from there. Click on the link while you are logged into your personal profile. So if you have an admin profile, that's the one right on the bottom of the list. It'll say your club name, under My Clubs. Now, if you're looking for instructions on how to use BowlsLink, you can use the resources on the Bowls New South Wales website. That's bowlsnsw.com.au. Under resources in the middle, point your mouse at that. Drop down, I'll have BowlsLink support. Click that, and there's a whole heap of topics there. Some nice instructions, how-to guides. Great bowl from Jake Beard. Xander has to attack again through the hole. Wanted both the bowls. He's just going to slide a little bit past, gets the glance, which runs him further across. Probably needs to draw now. They're a few down, but he's decided to go again. Got rid of a couple of bowls out of the head, but not a lot left there. Chance here to add again. Oh, it's a good bowl. Nothing left to shoot, so 2 shots to Central Coast. Few final scores now going through on your ticker at the bottom of the screen. Just a reminder that you can find end-by-end scores for all games played over this weekend by jumping onto our BowlsLink results page. There's a link in the YouTube bio for this video. You can also access that through the Bowls Now app if you choose New South Wales on after choosing results. Oh, it's a good bowl from Brayden Tate. So I think Brayden's had a pretty good game and he's set up his team pretty well for this game. Josh, good weight on this. He's just under the line a little bit. Grass has changed a little as we've been playing on this green, which you would expect at, I think, 30-ish start. The green's been drying out as we play. A bit of dew around this morning. No wind at all, but nice sunny day, warm in the sunshine. Beautiful day, and thanks to Club Dubbo for being the host and sponsor of the Junior Interregion, the 7-a-side. Just a reminder, if you have joined us, it is Each region competing represented by a singles player, a pairs team and a fours team. Those disciplines playing for their own medals in each discipline, so the singles player can go through and play in the final, win the gold medal, while the pairs team may be playing off for 13th tomorrow. And the position finished in each of the three disciplines has points assigned. Of course, the higher up, the more points you get. The region to collect the most points across the three disciplines will receive the champion region medals. Xander. He's got his teammates' bowls on the way in on that hand. He's got a fairly tight line. Wants the jack or wants the bowls. He's got the jack right through to the ditch. Well played. Got a result. Take bid. It's a pretty good line. Pulls up right near it. You can see on the inset, Xander Webber's bowl sitting right underneath the jack marker, so he's holding one. Very good bowl from Jake Beard, not too far away. Good second. And don't see a lot of value in Xander having much of a crack at that one. Sort of try and draw one close. Jake's just going to try and load that up. Tried to make sure he had second and third. Xander's just going to sail through with that one, so it will be just the one shot to Hunter. Sixteen ends played. Couple to go. 24 shots to 10. So we do officially have a result in this match already. It will be a win to Central Coast. No other result is possible, but we are playing sectional play, not knockout. So we will continue to complete all ends. We do need all ends completed in sectional play because the rankings across all 14 teams, players competing, does count towards what they will be playing off for in tomorrow's playoff matches. So they must complete all sectional ends. Decent start from Josh Doherty. Well, he's got the jack back. Very good result for Brayden Tate. Joshua Doherty, important for him to get one close here. They'd like to just get a few shots on each of the last couple of ends just to go into the next round with a little bit of confidence behind them, a bit of momentum, and also just to peg that margin back to try and get that position up the ladder as high as they can. Xander just wants to come down that side, draw in nicely. Just going to slightly quick. Good effort. Takes away the value for Brayden Tate sinking the jack. I think last time he would have liked to have just buried that jack, give no chance at all to his opponent. Can sit that shot bowl, but he's still won. So he just wants to draw. Got to run it. Well, probably good enough. Slightly under the line from Xander. Might have had enough weight to get shot had he had the perfect line, but didn't. Important here for Jake Beard. Try and add another one to this count. He's going to be a little bit on the short side too with that one, so Xander Weber will be trying to get one in there. Well, Xander's going for this. He's trying to get rid of the shot bowls. Plenty of traffic there, so Jake Beard. One to play. We'll have one more end left after this one. Most other games now completed. Jake Beard wants to get past his own. If he gets a touch, nice little chunk of his own, gives him another counter. I think that's another 4. So they're going to finish very strongly. So last end, Reminder, our singles, 21 shots up. First score, 21 wins. Shots in excess of 21 don't count. Fours, 2 bowls per player, 15 ends. And our 3 bowls per player pairs is over 18 ends. Our formats for this event do match the Nationals. It's seen as a good little head out in advance of the Australian Junior Championships for our players who will be selected just to hone their skills, experience those very similar conditions. Not too bad of a start from Brayden Tate. Just in behind Josh Doherty. He'll match that one, slightly wider though. Brayden will be looking to add one here. Oh, connection there. He's still holding one. Still plenty of room. Just wants to drop one near this jack. Good thing in a 3-game series just to finish that first game on the positive note. Go into the next game with that little bit of momentum in your mindset. And going to record a strong win. Just want to finish it off on the right note. And, well, he's got a toucher and ran through. Last bowl for Joshua Doherty, and he's going to run right through to the ditch. Unfortunate way to finish. Importantly, equally for Xander Weber, really wants to try and draw a shot here just to finish this game on a positive note. Go into the next one with a positive mindset towards recording a couple of victories to boost yourself towards the higher part of the playoffs. Probably realistically, they're going to struggle to get to be the best ranked second team. Good effort from Brayden Tate. Brilliant way to start your last end. Xander Weber, he's going to go whoosh at it. Honestly, there's not a lot sitting on that green. Touch has been disturbed in the ditch. Should be replaced to its former position. If it was the toucher. Oh, Jake just wanted to get that one behind. He's just a bit enthusiastic for the cover. Probably a good move not to build up the target. And straight down the line. Unfortunately, that's not where the target is now. Jake Beard. Well, you want to draw in between the nearest Hunter bowl and the tee. It'll count. It'll cover the tee. Good bowl. So Xander Weber now, there's no real outcome for him to run unless he can get both bowls. And even then, he's got one bowl on the green. So I think you just got to take your medicine here. Try and nice positive draw. Left-hander's forehand side. That bowl's just behind Jack. You can draw shot. Tough draw, but you do that, you at least then come off and think, well, you know what, I played a good one to finish. Look forward to next game. For redemption, you will change greens. He is playing more of the draw shot. Wants this to get right down to the shot bowl. He's got the edge of it. Just going to run through. Not quite enough to push it out. Be one more shot to Central Coast. So we are completed. 26 shots. 25 shots to 10, I should say. So, whoops. We are completed, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to join us again in just a little while for the next round, and we look forward to your company then. But for now...